Welcome to this explainer. Today we're basically embarking on an exciting financial treasure hunt. We're going to uncover exactly how you can locate, evaluate, and claim forgotten U.S. savings bonds. For decades, savings bonds were seen as the ultimate safe, risk-free investment. I mean, they were wildly popular gifts for birthdays, graduations, you name it. But because these physical paper certificates take 20 to 30 years to fully mature, they were so often just tucked away in a drawer, a safety deposit box, or some old filing cabinet and simply forgotten about. Uncovering these hidden assets can bring not just a potential financial windfall, but incredible peace of mind. So, this explainer provides the essential tools and insights you need to confidently navigate the Treasury system and finally claim what is rightfully yours. Let's dive in.
Look at this massive number right here, $26 billion. Yeah, billion with a B. That is the estimated value of unredeemed savings bonds currently sitting around waiting to be claimed in the United States. Just think about that for a second. $26 billion sitting in government accounts simply because the rightful owners either lost the physical paper, completely forgot they had them, or maybe inherited an estate without realizing these assets even existed. But hey, the good news is losing a paper bond doesn't mean the money paid for it or the interest it earned over the decades is just gone forever. The funds are absolutely still there, just waiting for you to take the right steps to recover them. Okay, here's our roadmap for claiming your piece of that $26 billion. We are going to cover the basics of savings bonds, finding old paper bonds, navigating TreasuryDirect, calculating your bond's value, handling lost or missing bonds, and finally, cashing or converting them. Section 1. The basics of savings bonds. So, when you hold a savings bond, you've essentially given a really safe, low-risk loan to the U.S. government. But the rules change depending on exactly what type you have. As you can see here, the most common active ones you'll encounter are Series EE and Series I. Series EE bonds earn a fixed interest rate, and a really cool feature is that the Treasury actually guarantees a Series EE bond will double its face value if you hold it for exactly 20 years. Now, Series I bonds, on the other hand, are designed to protect your money against inflation. They pay interest through a combination of a fixed rate and a variable rate that adjusts every 6 months. You might also stumble upon older, discontinued Series E or HH bonds. While EE and I bonds can be digitized today, older historical bonds like Series HH have to be redeemed directly through the U.S. Treasury.
Now, here is a absolutely crucial point. A major shift happened on January 1st, 2012. Financial institutions completely stopped issuing paper versions of Series EE and I bonds. So today, aside from a minor exception where you can buy Series I bonds using your tax refund, all new savings bonds are entirely electronic. This was a massive systemic shift, but it instantly turned the billions of dollars in historical paper bonds issued before 2012 into physical relics. So, if you have bonds from the 80s, 90s, or early 2000s, they are almost certainly paper, which means you're going to need a specific pathway to convert and redeem them.
Section 2. Finding old paper bonds. Before jumping online, you might need to check your personal records, dig through a messy basement, or peek into an inherited safety deposit box. Actually, handling an estate is a huge reason these hidden gems go missing in the first place. But if you know the bonds exist and you just don't have the paper in hand, you are in luck. The federal government offers a specialized database called Treasury Hunt. You just pop in your social security number, your full name, and your state. The system then searches its historical registry for any matured, uncashed savings bonds in your name that have stopped earning interest. It's a fantastic shortcut. Just keep in mind it primarily displays records for unclaimed bonds issued from 1974 onward. Section 3. Navigating the TreasuryDirect system. Okay, so once you've verified your bonds exist, you'll use the free TreasuryDirect portal to actually manage them. A real game changer here is their Smart Exchange program. If you have a stack of eligible Series E, Series EE, or Series I paper bonds just sitting in a drawer somewhere, this program lets you convert them right into an easily manageable electronic format in your digital account. Converting them eliminates the ongoing risk of physical loss, theft, or damage from something crazy like a fire or flood. Let's look at how you actually build this secure electronic portfolio. You can't just throw your bonds in an envelope and mail them in blindly. First, inside your primary TreasuryDirect account, you have to set up a dedicated sub-account called a conversion-linked account. Second, you create a digital registration list. And listen, this is highly specific. The ownership structure you enter digitally must perfectly match the exact lettering printed on the physical certificate. Once your digital cart is all set up, you then securely mail the unsigned paper bonds to the Treasury Retail Security Services to be processed.
Section 4. Calculating your bond's value.
Because interest accrues over decades, the face value printed on your old paper bond is almost never what it's actually worth today. To get the exact current number, you're going to use the official savings bond calculator on the Treasury website. You just need to gather a few specific details right from the certificate. You'll enter the bond series, the denomination, and crucially, the issue date, the specific month and year it was issued, because that dictates exactly how much interest has accrued. Entering the unique serial number is actually optional, but it's pretty helpful for keeping track of your inventory. Once you hit calculate, boom, you'll see the current value and the interest earned.
Section 5. Handling lost or missing bonds.
So every treasure hunt has its hurdles, right? What if you know without a doubt your paper bonds were destroyed in a flood or lost during a chaotic move? Well, you'll need FS Form 1048. Yes, I know, everyone's favorite thing, a highly formal government document. But filing this is the absolute mandatory step to validate your loss and initiate the recovery of your funds. You can download the blank template right from the Treasury website. Just remember, the Treasury doesn't mail out replacement paper bonds for Series EE or I anymore. Your replacement is going to be digitized directly into a TreasuryDirect account.
Because this is a strict legal process, accuracy is paramount. You really have to provide whatever bond numbers, purchase dates, and names you can gather, and clearly detail the exact circumstances of how you lost them. Oh, and you generally have to physically sign the document in ink, and this is a big one, obtain proper notary certification to validate your identity. Failing to notarize the document or missing signatures will significantly delay your claim, and the process already takes several weeks as it is.
Section 6. Cashing or converting your bonds.
All right, now that you've tracked down and valued your bonds, you basically have a major choice to make. Cash them in or convert them. If you need the money right now to pay for a major expense, you can definitely cash them in. If they're already electronic, you do this right in TreasuryDirect, and the funds usually hit your linked bank account in about 2 business days. If you've got paper bonds, you can mail them in with an FS Form 1522 or take them to a local bank if they still offer that service. But if the bonds haven't reached their 30-year maturity yet, you might want to choose to convert them via Smart Exchange so they can safely keep compounding interest digitally.
But you might be wondering, what if you're converting paper bonds that are so old they've already reached final maturity and stopped earning interest completely? Well, if you convert these via Smart Exchange, they won't just sit there as active bonds. TreasuryDirect actually automatically redeems them. The cash is parked in a holding account called a 0% Certificate of Indebtedness, or C of I. And from there, it's super easy to just transfer the cash over to your personal checking or savings account.
So it is absolutely worth taking a little bit of time to check your old files, peek up in the attic, or maybe have a chat with your older relatives. A simple search could uncover hidden assets you completely forgot about. Just remember, before cashing in multiple high-value savings bonds all at once, keep an eye on the tax implications, as redeeming them all in the same year could bump up your taxable income. Sometimes spreading that out helps. Uncovering these bonds brings real financial reward, and getting them safely digitized brings incredible peace of mind. So what forgotten financial treasures are waiting for you to uncover them today?
Finally, just a quick heads up before we go. While this explainer gives you a comprehensive map for your search, always remember to consult with a professional. Seek personalized advice from financial experts, a CPA, or estate planners regarding the tax implications of cashing your bonds. And, of course, always consult official U.S. Treasury resources, like TreasuryDirect.gov, for the absolute latest updates and forms before making any final money decisions. Happy hunting!